Welcome to Geeks Between Worlds, the crossover podcast where pop culture collides.
What is up, everybody? I'm Oscar Lucio, and we're here with Steven Scotthorn. How you doing?
Doing good.
You doing great?
Doing great.
I'm doing great. You want to know why?
What is that?
Because this is the new and improved Geeks Between Worlds.
Boom.
Boom. Get hyped, people.
You know why I'm doing great?
Why?
Because kids are finally going back to fucking school.
All right. Fuck yeah. Education.
Fucking children.
Fucking education. I could jump on board with that.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
I mean, I don't
education.
give a fuck about their education, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
They're just going to be out of my hair for about 8 hours a day.
That's going to be nice. That's going to be
so
nice. No
I
kids
can get
in
so
the
much
store.
done. Yeah.
They don't fuck everything up.
Yeah. They can't fucking
Fuck yeah.
stomp in my garden.
That's 8 hours they're not fucking up the store. That's pretty great.
Unless they're
grown up ass
they're,
people.
truants.
Yeah, either that or they're so young they don't go to school yet, but they're old enough to run around and pull shit off shelves.
That's when it depends on
but
the parent.
But that's still only your bottom rows too.
That depends. Like, is the parent like little bitchy parents and they let their kids do whatever they want?
I don't know. So I feel like there's a lot of that these days.
I used to make fun of the parents that had like the little leashes for their kids.
It's needed.
Now I'm like, no.
It's 2017,
Like,
nuclear war, Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Put your kid on a leash.
Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, Charlotte's Web.
Uh-huh.
I texted you about that, and you're just like, you mean Charlotte's Web?
You mean the spider and the pig?
Yeah, you son of a bitch. All right, though. Let's get this energy going. We have our first segment. If you don't know, we are completely reformatting the podcast. We are very hyped. We're going to be including about 3 segments into the show on top of our main topic. First off, today, and probably for always, because I like this, it's what's on your plate.
Yep.
So, in What's on Your Plate, we tell you what kind of content, entertainment, or maybe even anything else in our lives that's going on.
Yep.
And I'm going to start off right now. First off, I'm playing Hearthstone. Okay, New expansion, Frozen Throne is out. It's dope. I'm getting cards. I'm playing people. I'm losing, in your solo adventures. I'm just trying to get my mage deck all the way high, and I feel like I'm devoted to my mage deck. So
I'm always devoted to the mage in anything.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, right? So I'm devoted to this deck right now. I need to beat this solo adventure. First match, cake. Second match, cannot do it. Like, almost to where I feel like I have to change my deck up, or like change my deck completely to a different deck, or just change more of my cards. But then it's like I get into this big old thing, and I don't want to go.
Are you facing someone online, or
no? There's like a story mode to it. There's a story mode to it, and then you get rewards for. So first off, you get like your first match, and it's like the king or whatever, and you defeat him, and then you get like a pack of cards. And then after that, it's like there's 3 battles, and that's how you get your reward chest. And then next week 2 will come out, and then you can do that solo adventure to get your rewards chest. But if I can't fucking beat this second dude, I'm going to be fucked, man. I'm going to be fucked.
See, I totally want to get back into it. I played a decent amount of it here and there when I first started, but I stopped playing because after like the tutorial, I think it was, you had to like link it to Battle.net and all that, and I didn't have that going on. That was pre-Overwatch days.
Yep.
And now I want to get back into it. The only problem is I don't play on my phone anymore, so I either need to get the tablet, which actually now that I moved out, that's actually a legitimate reason to have the tablet there, so maybe I can ask for that, or they just need to fucking put it on Switch, put it on a console.
Yeah,
like I'll play the shit out of it. I don't like to play games.
I'll take
too
the
much.
Vita. Shit.
Yeah, like, or when I get my new iPhone, whenever that happens, maybe then I'll
my
put some time
iPhone
into
does run it very well. I'm pretty happy with how fast it runs. It's snappy. I tried to put it on my dad's Amazon Fire tablet. Straight up told me before I played, it was just like, just so you know, your system settings below recommendation, probably gonna run slow. And then I just put it down, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
I wonder then, because that tablet that I have isn't the best of ones, so I wonder how it'll run. I think it can run that though. It's
50-50,
decently new.
50-50.
Yeah.
The Hearthstone will lag on you hard though if you don't have like your shit. It seems like I
think,
played on
you
someone
turn
that
off
was
animations though.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably can. Probably can. Just to
off.
make it easier. Okay. Other than that, in my life, just finished Ozark. Very good show. Jason Bateman.
Episode 3, episode 4.
Very great family dynamic. That's really why you stay with the show. I'm just so invested in this family. And also, I just think Jason Bateman, he's portraying himself to be like way more cool-headed in the whole show, and it's just a weird twist on things because you're just so used to like seeing a bunch of vulnerable characters all the time, and it's just
especially him. Like, he plays those types of characters all the time, like in Hancock and everything. Yeah, so it is kind of relieving to see him.
So you see him like really jump in and like really like take control of a lot of things, even in like risky situations, like someone's about to die and he's like, no, they ain't dying, and this is why, and blah 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 blah, and then he just like lies to people's faces with a couple people knowing that he's lying, and he's just like, let's just see how this plays out, and then he gives you that Jason Bateman face where he kind of like, he's like he squeezes his lips together and raises his eyebrows and shakes his head at you.
It's
he's
so
like,
good.
That's the Jason Bateman look.
It's so good.
Yeah,
like,
so
perfect casting for that, like hands down.
I was really happy with it. So that's kind of what's been on my plate. I was playing a little bit of Splatoon. I need to get back, finish Horizon.
I play Splatoon when I play with you. Horizon, I don't think I'm going to touch until
for a while.
Now
Frozen
they've officially
Wilds.
announced the release date for Frozen Wilds, which is the same release date as the Xbox One X. So that is totally fucking PlayStation doing a little jab. Like,
absolutely. But
what up? But I'm still interested in both those, to be honest with you. But
so what's on your plate? What are you doing?
Boom. All right. I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix yesterday.
Nice. That's what's up.
That's
did that feel
all
good?
I've been playing. It definitely felt good, especially since I didn't remember the very end of that game. I remembered the boss fight and stuff, but I forgot what happened after the boss fight. It's you and Riku, and you guys kind of get separated from everyone else, and you guys kind of assume like we're done, like we're dead here, and then they end up going back and they meet back with with the king and everything, and it's like heartwarming. You're like, oh, this is so good.
And then you do that like laser beam, like
that
pressing
that
all
was
the buttons.
That was right before. That was the very last thing you actually do in the game. But I've been meaning to play a bunch of other games that I've got. I just got the new Pokemon. I've been still playing through Nier Automata, Mass Effect, but I couldn't put down Kingdom Hearts because I wanted to get the theme that you get. You get a theme
you're grinding
for
your
everyone.
themes. That's understandable.
So
and it looks beautiful.
Done,
4K on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
It looks fucking great.
Yeah.
Like,
It
granted,
is great.
it doesn't have the graphic technicality of some games, but it
still
still looks so clean.
It looks how you remember
looks so clean.
it.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
There's a couple actual screens or scenes where you could tell they couldn't like get the original assets and made them better, so they just put the original screen in there, and you're just like, whoa, like this game did not look like this back in the day. Like it looked like a PS2 game. So I'm glad I'm done with that. I can start playing other stuff for a little while, and then I'm going to come back because I still have to beat 2 storylines in Birth by Sleep.
Nice.
So I'm glad that I'm playing some Kingdom Hearts again. But other than that, for shows that I've been watching, obviously Game of Thrones every Sunday.
Yeah, me too, obviously.
Game of Thrones, yep. And then
it's on tonight. We're recording on a Sunday for your Wednesday.
Can't wait.
So.
It better be good.
No, it's going to be good. That's all Game of Thrones is now because they just cut out the filler.
It's so good.
They just cut out the filler.
But other than
which
that,
I like and I don't like sometimes. I don't know. I just stop moving so fast.
Oh no, I love it. I love it
too.
Like,
but
give it to me.
I guess I'm just one of those people that are like, I don't want this to end.
Yeah, that's what sucks. It's so much good stuff that when it ends, you're like, no.
Yeah.
But for shows that I'm watching, I'm still watching Ozark a little bit. I'll be able to finish it more soon though, because I'm on the last episode of Westworld.
Oh, okay.
And
Boom.
Westworld. It is.
Nice.
It is something else. It is
fantastic.
really good. I'm loving it.
My dad just constantly is telling me about that show, and I'm like, Dad, I'm gonna get to it. But I just started. I just started Better Call Saul, too, as well. And
have you seen the first season, or are you watching?
Starting it straight from the beginning.
What are you watching it on?
I'm watching it on Netflix.
Do they have the second season on Netflix?
I'm unsure. I think they do because it's season 3 now, so it only makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so started watching that. Man, it's so good. I think it's better that I took this time away from Breaking Bad because now like I'm into it again.
Well, when you saw that first scene and they relate it to
the whole episode, really good.
Just that first episode, and they relate it to like you see him in the future and you see him, walking around
after he
and you
lost
realize
everything.
This is totally later on.
He's watching
that's
his old
parts.
commercials.
Yep,
which is cool. Yeah,
it's creepy.
And then it ends with Tuco, and you're just like, oh, this is badass.
Now it's all just fan service. Like I know in season 3, I think Gus comes back.
Yeah,
and they do all
you
that.
see Mikey at the toll booth and stuff. And nice. Good little reunion, kind of.
Definitely good. They still haven't yet had Bryan Cranston or Aaron Paul in it.
Yeah.
I know Bryan Cranston talked to Chris Hardwick recently, though. Like he did a little after episode thing. So that makes me wonder if maybe he is coming back, even if it's just for a cameo. Even if like for the last episode you see him, like that would be just super fan servicey.
The only thing that I'm worried about going into Breaking Bad, or I mean Better Call Saul, is that it's weird. Everybody was talking about it, everybody's like super loving it when it came out. And I just feel like it's just not as big as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know. People are talking about it like crazy.
You think? See, maybe I'm just not in that atmosphere. Maybe I'm not in that because I do have this guy that's like constantly telling me about like, oh, this is getting good. It's getting good. But he also tells me Fear the Walking Dead's getting good. People also say that, but I just can't believe it. I don't know what it is.
That's what my brother and my mom tries to tell me about Fear, and I'm just like, I've officially tuned out. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's hard.
I do not care about Fear.
It's the thing is that I just didn't grow emotionally attached to any of these characters.
Yeah.
So it's rough.
Like I've heard a couple people.
I actually didn't like a lot of the characters in the show, which kind of.
I like the Nick guy.
That's who I hated the most.
Oh, I loved him.
Sure, but the problem was the show rode on the kid in a sense. You know what I mean? And I didn't know if that was the right move.
Yeah, true.
So all right, our plates are clean.
Boom.
You like that?
Yeah.
Boom, we done cleaned our plates.
Plates are clean.
Yes. So now, next up, the new segment that is after What's on Your Plate is an unnamed segment, which is pretty much me telling you the new releases of video games, movies, and coming to theaters in the next 2 weeks. I'm going to come up with a dope name for this segment. Yeah. We just don't know what it is yet.
It'll be good.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. So, in theaters, just released a couple days, or this previous Thursday, Annabelle Creation. I'm excited for it. It's positively reviewed. That's always nice, especially when you see a horror movie that's getting positively reviewed.
Yeah, it doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, it's also weird though because then I see also like The Witch, and I'm like, this doesn't deserve a 91%. I like The Witch. I thought it ended very strong.
I don't know. I really like The Witch. Something about it.
I feel like just that first half though is just like, wow, I'm just really waiting for it. Like I'm just waiting for this whole thing. But then it gets off the walls bonkers, and it does redeem it. I don't know, 91% though. Like there's other movies.
I just like it because
it's
not a let's do jump scares at you like the whole movie.
No, that's true.
Like,
it's a cringe, creepy type of thing. Yeah, no, and it's very enjoyable. I mean, the whole goat thing. Yeah, no, it's good. Just not.
But as for this one, just the original story behind Annabelle, how it was a real doll that was haunted. That's the part that interests me about it. I watched the first one. It was okay. I definitely liked the original movie that it was released in. What is it? Insidious.
Yes.
So I mean, like, I'm definitely interested in this movie, and the fact that it's getting good reviews, I want to watch it.
I like Annabelle.
Don't know if I'll watch it in theaters though. Yeah. Personally.
Yeah. And then another thing is that like I don't know. I really liked Insidious as well. Ugh. But then I have a problem with like this whole like the netherworld thing and all that. Like I don't know. I thought the movie was very strong up until that point. And Insidious 2 and 3 are like pretty good. They're just not as good as
like second and third. I don't even really remember as much because it's like the first one I loved, but I didn't really care for the
and it's crazy because all of this just really branched off of Paranormal Activity, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? I mean, that just really started this whole thing, and these directors and everybody that was attached to it just kind of got and blew up from it. Yeah, which is pretty sweet. Yep. So that was last week. Now coming up, we got Hitman's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson. You hear that combo, and you're like, yes, this is something I'm watching. I feel like I'm not going to watch it in theaters, though. You know what I mean?
Same
like,
here.
that's a DVD. That's a DVD when you're looking through stuff at night, and you're like, oh, what I'm going to put on? And you're like, all right, I'm going to put this on. You know what I mean? It's going to be, I feel like that movie's exactly what I think that movie's going to be, and that's the problem.
It would have to have just a dope-ass trailer.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
I haven't seen it yet. So.
Like you see Ryan Reynolds, and you're just like, just give me Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stop making other movies.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is pretty much just like a weird central intelligence, you know what I mean? Like The Buddy, two people in New York causing up trouble, like that's that movie, So not really excited for it. 55% I think though right now on Rotten Tomatoes. Not bad.
Doable.
Now next. Okay, these are coming out August 18th, by the way. Logan Lucky. Okay, now this is a movie that is very weird. Okay, it's almost kind of like a Baby Driver type of release. Has a very strong cast. Right now, it's rocking 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's all I need.
22 reviews, so by the time it gets released, it's gonna drop. Because no one's gonna allow that. I think you know what I mean. I mean, Arrival had 100%. They put out a trailer, and then one guy had to take it down for him. You know what I mean? It's just like that's why you don't put a trailer that says it's 100% because you have to stop running that trailer pretty soon.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah. So, but I just want to get into the cast of Logan Logan Lucky right here.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is crazy. Okay. This is gonna tell you that you just need to see this movie. Okay. Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, Seth MacFarlane, Katie Holmes, Sebastian Stan, Hilary Swank, Daniel Craig. What? Sold. You done sold me. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
And then I think you have like Daniel Craig being your protagonist, antagonist, like a little bit of both. Seems like a little bit of crazy. Supposedly it's about these two brothers, Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, trying to relieve this curse on their family or something like that. Don't quote me 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's real close. So they try to do this robbery with Daniel Craig, and he's kind of a fucking nutcase. So that's kind of what I get from the trailers. Super excited to see it. Like I said, it's weird because at first I'm like, oh, nothing's gonna beat Baby Driver. Nothing's gonna beat Baby Driver. And then you got Justice League coming out, you got Thor coming out, but now I'm seeing this Logan Lucky, and I'm just like, oh, it kind of is in that same vein of just this, more deeper movie that's not just really mainstream. Have you seen any promotion on it?
I haven't seen anything. This is actually the first time I'm hearing it.
Oh, see, so I've seen a little bit of promotion on it, with like a late show. I can't remember which late show it was. They were on it, and then I've seen like one or two commercials, but they're really weird and obscure commercials. Also, it's not like a clean cut trailer.
Yeah.
So that's coming out. Really excited for that. Now DVD, August 15th. Okay, the DVD is actually going to be really bad these next 2 weeks. I was actually really, really unhappy with it.
It's kind of been like that for a while, too.
August 15th is going to be a good release date because you got How to Be a Latin Lover. Not exactly my cup of tea. I would watch it, though. You know what I mean? One of those movies that would just be on, like, in the same vein at Hitman's Bodyguard. You know what I mean? And then, but then you got Alien Covenant, the big release for August 15th. Now, it's one of those movies that is just real weird. 71% Rotten Tomatoes, 58% user score.
That doesn't happen too
often. Doesn't happen too much. You already know my feelings on Alien Covenant. Yeah. I didn't really like the movie. There is things that make it a redeemable, it does have some redeemable factors in it. Just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, we've talked about that weird-ass shit,
I love that weird-ass shit.
Remember when he teaches the other Michael Fassbender the Song of Time from Zelda on the flute? Yeah. So.
Stupid fucking...
You loved Michael Fassbender. Don't say stupid fucking Michael Fassbender.
No, I love him.
You do. You do.
That's why I like that movie, because I got two of them.
It was Fassbender on Fassbender action, and you had a little chubby. It happens.
That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. So and that's it. That's it for 2 weeks. Some other smaller movies. There's one coming out like the 1st of September or the 5th of September, but we'll get to that next episode. And then now video games. It's weird because we think that it's this dry spell, but then when you actually like deeply look into what video games are coming out week by week, you kind of always find something like that's something playable. That's something that I would go to. August 15th, Agents of Mayhem, PS4, Xbox, PC. This looks like a cool game. It's something that was like very oddly taken from everybody. I think everybody saw this game and they're like, I don't really know how to feel about that. Now, the HUDs, the menus, everything looks kind of like Overwatch, like just the font and how they do things. It looks very weird. And like they were talking about it in a Kotaku press release about the fun that they're having it, and the guy kept comparing it to Overwatch, and even he said, I know I shouldn't be comparing this to it, but it is a third person over the shoulder type of thing. It's based actually in a Saints Row video game. It's a Saints Row video game that you would play in Saints Row, but it's just this content.
Interesting.
But it looks fun. It looks like something I want to stream. It's gonna come to Redbox, which is nice, which is gonna be our new plan. I don't even think you know this, Steven. Stuff that we can't buy, we're just gonna Redbox it, because fuck it. You know what I mean? We're just going to get our streams on. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if I want to buy Agents of Mayhem.
Yeah, no, same here.
And I never utilize Redbox for video games.
I just feel like they should have chose a different name.
Yeah, Agents of Mayhem. Yeah, I text you that, and you were just like, is that the new ABC show? Yeah, I don't know if that was a joke or not, but...
It was half a joke, but I mean, it does sound like
it does. It really does. And then also August 15th, you got a little PC love letter to the people that are wanting it. StarCraft Remastered. Not something I'm going to play, but it's going to get purchased. You know what I mean? It'll get purchased.
Of course.
And then you got a kind of a heavy hitter, something that I hear a lot of positive things about. That's Sonic Mania. They're saying that, yes, this is finally the Sonic you remember. It kind of gives you the nostalgia of what Sonic's supposed to be instead of picking up Sonic 1, 2, 3 right now and saying, oh, shit, this is a little bit different than what I remember. So that's nice. It's coming to PS4, PC, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch.
I would play that on Switch.
Now, yes, this is where it kind of comes through. It's just like, oh, okay. And then you got that rad statue with the collector's edition that's like Sonic on the Sega Genesis, and you're like, fuck, that's dope too.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, no, it looks real nice. So I'm eagerly awaiting like everybody's response from that. You know, I hope everybody's just like, the Sonic finally did it. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to probably do well, especially from what I'm hearing about it. The only thing is, I just feel like Sonic. I don't know. There's nothing you can do to make Sonic big again. You need to do what like Crash did or something, where you have to kill Sonic for a while,
long time,
let people miss him,
and then wear T-shirts on stage like you are going to bring it back, but then don't do it for 2 years.
Yeah, it's just they can't because that's Sega's mascot.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's all it has.
Without that, what the fuck does Sega have?
They just have bad Alien games.
Yeah,
and
they don't have any
terrible stuff, really.
So. I want to see other people's responses on it, but I mean, I would love to be. You can play as like Knuckles.
Yeah,
like, I would love.
No,
to just play as Knuckles.
I'm excited for it, and it's funny because it's one of those instances to where to get the franchise better, you have to go back. You know what I mean? Like, it's really no true progression. I mean, I guess maybe it is if they're on the right track and they're giving people what they want. But they weren't. But like they're going back.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Heroes.
Sonic 4 was like this weird thing that people liked,
yeah, Sonic
and then they didn't like.
It was like 1 and 2.
Yeah, and then
like
and then you play Sonic Heroes now, and it's fucking garbage. I don't like Sonic Heroes. Like, you play it now, like I am like, I don't like this game. I could see in the back in the day, but
I think people kind of like the Generations, where you can switch between the new one and the old one.
Yeah.
Didn't play it though. You know.
So that's Sonic for you, and then we got Undertale on PS4 and PS Vita. You know, Undertale's pretty big. You hear about it a lot.
Yep.
You know, it's just one of those pixelated 16. I think it's 16-bit, not 18-bit, right? Or 8-bit, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know. You know, you got to count your bits.
You do.
Got to count your bits and whistles. So that's coming. I'm excited for that. I actually might pick that up if it's a reasonable enough price. And then August 22nd. You got Uncharted Lost Legacy. This is a big release, but me or you aren't really excited for it.
Yeah,
and it feels weird because
like,
it doesn't feel like an Uncharted game's coming out. Because it should be DLC, but now to justify a price point, it's a standalone game. And I'm sure there's enough content, but
maybe
still.
That's what kind of makes me a little mad about it. I don't know. But like, because I've just recently played through all of them. Played through the first 3, you know, loved them. 4 was fantastic. Like, I still have it. Like, obviously I did like it. But yeah, it's weird that this is coming out and I really just don't care. I'm probably going to play it eventually, but something about it's just not really speaking to me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's something that I think you're going to play eventually.
Yeah.
It's not going to be you getting it day one, you rushing through it. You know what I mean? I think this is everybody's game that's like, I'll get that after Destiny.
Yeah, pretty
You know
much.
what I mean? I mean, it's within almost 10 days of each other.
Once,
you know
once they put a great
days.
sale on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, or they put it on PlayStation Plus or something.
This is going to work in my favor because by the time I get to it, it'll be buy Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy together for $60, and I'm gonna be like, boom, bam, got him, 1-2 punch.
Yep.
1-2 punch.
That's what you do.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. That's really the only thing good coming out of this release for me.
Yeah. See, again, 4's fantastic,
and I'll probably
I think
be
if
playing
I played
it next
4,
price spell.
Right. I think if I played 4, like if I went back and played it a little bit, I think it would excite me enough to get it because it really is a phenomenal game. But
and it's gonna be everything that game
how long
is.
ago?
Yeah.
Like,
and then
it's just weird.
And then you have Horizon coming out that's kind of like sweeping, the exclusive, sweeping your feet away, saying, "Oh, this is great," and it's weird because once those things, it's like, "Oh, it's Uncharted," but and you were excited because it's DLC, but now it's not, and then you're like, "So I don't know how to feel about it."
Exactly.
And then after that, August 25th, before we will be getting to our newest episode, Madden 18. Okay, now Tom Brady's on the cover, so I'm not gonna buy it.
Not buying it.
Not
Fuck
buying
that.
it. Now this the only reason.
Maybe get it digital. No, if you get it digital, you'll still see him.
Yeah,
Probably
it'll be
right there.
which is worse.
That is worse.
Which is worse.
Every time you turn on your console, it's Tom Brady.
You could burn the case.
Yeah.
You could burn the case.
You can burn your PlayStation.
But then you're out of PlayStation, and Tom Brady's
laughing. But Tom
laughing.
Brady's burned.
Yeah, but he's laughing with Giselle.
Would be laughing.
Yeah, so You still lose.
Yeah, that's true.
And you bought it, so which
Fuck
has
you,
his
Tom
face.
Brady.
He wins. Fuck him, man. All right. Now here's the discussion coming out of Madden 18. I know you're looking at me like there's a discussion coming out of Madden 18. There is. Okay. Now, instead of this bullshit Tom Brady cover that we all have to, just stare at all the time or burn or whatever it is, they're forcing him into our life. Now, how about there's a pre-order system or like a printable type of fan service that allows you to get your own cover for Madden, and it picks, you pick your favorite team, and then it has one player per team per year or whatever, even if it's just 1 year of Madden, right? And then, you get it and you have your own custom version. I mean, this even markets to people that are just collectors, you know what I mean? That have that badass room.
See, I think you're halfway there.
I'm halfway there. Okay.
I think you just need to dream a little bigger, darling.
Okay, and then what does that mean?
So, I mean, all right. Everyone's talking about, like, loot boxes.
Okay.
All right? You have people that used to collect a bunch of trading cards and stuff.
Okay.
What they need to do is release the game and have it be a steel book so you can't switch out the covers, but have it so...
Did you see how mad I looked at you?
Yeah,
I was like,
you did.
This goes against everything I just said.
But have it so you can't see who the person is.
Mm-hmm.
And make it a total...
Like a grab bag?
Yeah, a grab bag. Like, who you don't know which player is going to be on it. Because not only is that making it a little thrilling... But also, you'll start trading, You'll be like, hey, can I trade my cover for your cover?
Holy
and you got
shit.
People trading, and you got
Holy
people selling.
shit.
People are like, I'm going to sell my Madden 18 cover, and I'm going to sell it for $500 because guess who's on the front?
Yeah.
Not Tom Brady.
And then on top of that, you'll have, like, they could do, like, the cover that, like, didn't really release, or, like, a gold cover. Like, find the gold cover of Madden, you know what I mean? Like, for every single team, there's one gold cover out there. Holy shit, Steven, you really fucking marketed that.
I know.
Wow.
Why haven't they done this yet?
Dude, you did. I was thinking low bitch stuff.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I feel like such a basic bitch.
Like, that would work.
Fuck, that would work. That would just be, I mean, everyone
would be freaking out about it.
Everybody loves loot boxes. Everybody loves getting fucking mystery boxes and shit. And then you turn Madden into one? Holy fuck,
Just
Steven.
the cover, too. The game could be just completely normal.
My God.
Maybe they'd have to change some stuff in game. Maybe.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
you wouldn't.
They
clearly
they,
be.
They could
make it
out.
easy on
they
yourself.
could
Make it
figure
easy
that
on
out.
yourself.
But like,
holy fucking shit, man.
Just thought of that while I was taking a shit.
Damn. Holy shit. Yeah, you flex it. Yeah. Oh, taking shits. I love taking shits.
Now, if you take my idea, Madden, you owe me some money.
Yeah. That probably won't ever come to fruition, but it's a great fucking idea.
80% of all your assets.
I mean, holy shit. I mean, at some point, that's got to be fucking just too hard for EA to do, and I mean, it's EA. But, great idea. I mean, if they're going to release that ridiculous collector's edition for Assassin's Creed, you could fucking make some loot box covers.
You can do whatever, even if it was like the special edition, like whatever.
Especially if you just market it as like grab bag, mystery box, fucking loot box type thing. Yep. Like if you market it that way,
who's on your cover?
People are like, holy shit, that is that's the tagline.
Exactly.
Madden 18, who's on your cover? Holy shit.
You did the voice.
Shit.
You did the voice.
Oh
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's in the game. I saw this thing.
Who's on your cover?
I saw this thing on the internet, and it was a bunch of EA games on the wall, and it's like EA games. It's in the DLC, and I was like, that's hilarious.
That's true.
That's true. All right, so now, how have you had fun with our first two topics?
Yes,
I know I have. I mean, that really fucking paid out. New releases really paid out because we turned it into Madden 18 grab bag.
Yep.
I mean, holy fuck! If this keeps going that way, we're gonna be at the top, dog. We're gonna be at the top.
Maybe
we're gonna be like Conor McGregor.
There.
Like, you're fucking welcome because of fucking me. Fuck the Mayweathers. I can't believe you did that. All right. So now this gets to our main topic. That's where we're slapping in. 1, 2, main topic.
Like
boom.
Main topic.
This week, okay. Now this is weird. This is such an interesting topic. Even though me and you haven't played it, we've watched gameplay. We know what it's about. But we still haven't played it yet, so, there's that.
Definitely a sleeper hit.
But exactly, that's why. That's why. It's a sleeper hit. And this week, we're talking about Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, okay? Now, Or no, Senua's Sacrifice.
Yeah.
I pronounced it Senua's Sacrifice in my vlog the other day. Felt like a fucking idiot. It happens. It happens, right? Sometimes you feel like a fucking idiot. You looked at me like you really don't ever feel like a fucking idiot.
No, just...
You're still looking that way. You're still looking that way.
Damn,
you're
didn't even
smiling.
mean to.
And now you're like, it's like a mockery. Holy shit.
I just
now.
don't know if you're... I just wouldn't know how to pronounce it. So that's why I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah, Senua's Sacrifice. It looks great, though.
Their fault for making such a weird name.
Yeah. Their fault for making such a great game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, see? That rhymed even. Holy shit.
Yep.
These segments are paying off, guys.
Boom.
All
see,
right.
I wasn't 100% sure on this game at all. I saw a couple pictures and stuff.
Same
but
here.
Then some bigger people in the gaming industry, when they couldn't talk about it yet, but they were just tweeting out, guys, really great games coming out this week. And whenever that had that mystery, I was like, oh, what is it? And I was like, what's coming out? Ooh, it's Hellblade. What is that the game they're talking about? And I was like, I don't know, because a lot of people were like, oh, fuck.
And then it has a
game.
subtitle, so you're like, okay, so then is there like another Hellblade?
Exactly.
And then you saw it and you're like, okay, this is a hardcore fan game. Like these are like fans of like Heavenly Sword, Enslaved, shit like that. Ninja Theory fans. Been waiting for a game too. You know what I mean? What
other games have they made?
Yeah, Heavenly Sword, and then
sense.
Enslaved. I can't remember the subtitle to Enslaved, but they made that.
Were those both $60 games? Because that's the weird part.
Heavenly Sword definitely was. Heavenly Sword came out with the PS3 launch, and it was kind of like touted what the PS3 could do. And then they even had motion controls in it.
Definitely a weird step on
because you definitely want to use motion controls with the DualShock.
Axis.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. I'm so glad that they threw that away.
I know.
I mean,
now I just use it to type.
Yeah, it's because that's the best thing it works with. Yeah,
but I don't want to use it to fucking throw a grenade.
Yeah, stupid. Holy shit. So
shit.
you're pissed off now. Your demeanor totally changed.
Fuck this game.
They won't even let me change my fucking username. Fuck them. No, you just like start blaming everything on PlayStation. Okay, so this is a game. It's getting great reviews. It's got a 81% on Metacritic right now. People like IGN gave it 9s. It's touted as a very like heavily in deep like kind of context type of game because it involves the mental health of your main character. It's another female led game.
Awesome.
Which is that is 2017.
Yep.
Like 2017 led by females. That's what we should remember this and go down as.
Good.
You know what I mean?
I like it.
So there's some great little interesting things when you bring up Hellblade. Number one, they brought in psychologists. To just take this over the top because it's dealing with mental illness. They tell you to listen or to play the game with headphones because that's your ideal, environment. You want to be taken into this. This is what you need. There's whispers because you're fucking crazy, and shit like that.
And that's the part that interests me the most. Yeah,
awesome. Especially if you're playing with some real great 7.1, surround sounds.
Which I do.
Yeah, exactly. So, and now the big news that kind of made Hellblade explode was this mechanic. Everybody was hearing about this mechanic that if you died too much, it ate your save. First of all, before we get into anything about that, what do you think of a mechanic like that?
So since I am someone who likes some of the harder games out there, like Dark Souls and stuff like that, it definitely intrigued me. That was actually maybe one of the first things that really made me like, I'm interested in this game. Maybe I'll pick it up and all that.
Me too.
But then when I really think about it a little bit more, it would be totally just unfair if you just happen to die a bunch during one part, and it really did. You're like, if I die again, like my entire save's done. Like,
now might I remind you?
That's a little like, ooh.
It's not the biggest game. It's about a 6-hour playthrough,
and I think that's why it could have. It
could have
if
worked.
they would have actually done it, it could have worked.
Yeah,
like maybe it's something where you're just like, I'm on my second playthrough of it, and I'm definitely gonna win. Like maybe if they made it almost impossible to beat it on your first time,
that would be way more fucked up.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Like you just know it's gonna happen. It's like how far did you get before you inevitably died?
Yeah, exactly. And as I'll paraphrase you real quick. You just said if they did it. Now this gets us into the second part of the mechanic. Now at the beginning of the game, they explain to you the rot on Senua's arm. Okay, and then it travels up her arm, and if it gets to the head, it's game over for her. Okay, it doesn't exactly say it will eat your save, but it's kind of implied that there is this mechanic. You can save, you can die, but if you die too much, it's done. You're done.
Yeah.
So don't let the rock go up your arm. And like you said, it intrigued you. Yep. Now I'm not a big Dark Souls player, am I? I played a little bit of Bloodborne, and I didn't like the fact that I had to call on people to help me with bosses. And I was like, no, I'm going to do this myself.
Which I'm okay with doing, but a lot of people do it by themselves.
Yeah, which I can't do. I can't even do
I
that.
can't do it
So
either.
so that's like a next
couple
level
bosses
of
in every game by myself.
So there's that. So that kind of puts you into the know of what I think of games like that. Now, when I heard that there's a mechanic, though, that eats your save if you die too much, I was fucking intrigued. I was like, holy shit, this is something that's awesome, makes you play the game super, not exactly stealthy, but you're just playing conservative, and I'm really excited for that, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a must purchase, this is going to happen, and then we get the news that we have some streamers out there, because we live in a world of Twitch and YouTube, and they are going around and dying as many times as possible, and this mechanic never triggers, okay? Then the news breaks out, oh, it doesn't really eat your save, and you only can read so many articles, so I'm sure there's still people out there that don't know that.
Yeah.
And then they go on the developer saying that, oh, it's some sort of mistake, which is weird because it was a very vague statement, and then now they're saying that this kind of is touted with your mental illness. Now, if you think you're going to get a eat and save file, you're going to play the game very differently if you would never think that at all.
Yeah.
So it kind of attaches a stigma to your gameplay, which makes you think of something in the back of your mind the whole time you play it, which is kind of the point to their mental illness. You constantly have something eating at you thinking, oh, I can't do this, or this is wrong, and it dives into that mental aspect. Now, here's the problem. Like I said, there's Twitch streamers, YouTubers everywhere. Now that's changed for us, like me and you. So where does that leave people like me and you? It's a beautiful game. They still say it's great. 6 hours, $30.
Yeah, it looks
Everything
fantastic.
still points to yes. But now there's just that little notch for me that's like, okay, maybe this can wait just a little bit longer, which is weird, right?
I think they should have just done it. Like
They
they should have gone all in.
Or have at least something to where you could turn it off.
Yeah, like maybe have an easy mode where it won't work. But
Yeah,
normal
exactly.
mode, it'll happen.
Yep.
They should have really just kind of stuck to their guns on that one.
Just because, and I get it's a sort of fan service for people that buy the game right away. You know what I mean? And I think that's cool because, at first you hear that. So all the articles get published, boom, your save file is going to get deleted. It allows people to buy it for that reason if that's something, or, a lot of people also hated that fact. So you have that divided community.
Yeah.
So you're kind of pleasing and displeasing both sides at this point. But, like I said, for someone like me, now it's that title that can wait. Now it's that title that's like, oh, okay, well, it doesn't really do that. But it's still going to be something that I play. But do you think they lose money, they gain money, they lose momentum? How do you think this affects the game?
It was a discussion. It was a thing that people talked about where no one was really talking about it before. So honestly, I think it helped them inevitably, no matter what, because
all press is good.
Yeah, any
good
publicity is good publicity. So I think it totally helped them because the same here. I wasn't sure about this game. All I knew about it was the mental health thing, and then it was a new game that came out and it was being reviewed well. I was still like, not for me, especially when I heard it's only 6 hours. Normally I would like that, but since it's not a game I was like even interested in and I'm playing other games, I was like, oh, I'll play it one day. And then I heard the controversy about it, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm intrigued.
Exactly.
So
you got
I think it's nothing but good. But I think what they really should be screaming off the rooftops about is this game is $30.
Yeah.
Like
beautiful.
Nick was the one that had to tell us that. I'm still not seeing people talk about that.
No HUD.
That's
HUD, which I think is what makes the game so beautiful. Just like when you play Breath of the Wild in Pro HUD mode.
Yeah.
You
which is good,
just have your hearts. You need that map. Yeah. Well, let's not.
Sometimes it's fun to be like, I'll just try to start looking at markers, but then
you get to reality. Yeah. So I do think it's great. Like you said, everybody that wasn't going to buy this game wasn't going to buy it. People that knew about the game were going to buy it, and now you're bringing in all those people that didn't know about it, didn't care about it, and now they have an interest for it, and you might have that purchase because it's $30. You know what I mean? And that happens a lot to even me and you, to where you're sitting there, you're wondering what game you can buy, you're on a tight budget, but you want a fucking game. So then you're looking at these $60 tiles, you're looking at what's on sale, but now you could be in the now.
Yep.
Buy this new game be with everybody experiencing this, be in the talk, and it's only $30. You know, that makes you pull that trigger way faster. And $30 for 6 hours, if it's as good as people say it is, I mean, dude, that's an easy buy, especially if it's so rewarding that it kind of makes you want to play it again, because that's kind of what I hear. I hear that it's so rewarding. Like a couple of streamers have just beat it in the day, and they're just like, but I'm still thinking of this game. I still would like to go back.
And it reminds me of like Journey or something. Like it's a game that people are saying like the story is that good to where, you know, people are going to remember it. Journey or The Last of Us. But yeah, you know, bravo for them actually choosing to price it wherever they wanted to price it. And I really hope we get to see that a little bit more in the future. Like if a developer's like, yo, I think my game's $40, I think it's $50, or I honestly think that my game's worth $80, do it.
I want to say, now don't quote me on this, I think Ninja Theory published it themselves. Also why it's a digital release.
That's why.
Which is cool, because now we're getting into that. You know, there is Friday the 13th that's dominating charts, hand over fist. You know, even if the game comes out and fucking IGN totally slams it, you know, that's cool that it can do that, because you are dropping that price point. And it's weird because I feel like in the world of gaming 5 years ago, there wasn't a lot of that. You know, a new game came out, it's $60.
Exactly.
You know?
And if it was under $60, it was a low quality indie game.
Yeah, and you kind of didn't really think of it. And a lot of the times too is back in the day you just had a different perception of indie games. You know, so now you're getting
downloadable games.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
weren't as good.
So now you're getting that context where you're saying, no, this is a hit. Everybody's loving it. Everybody's streaming it. Everybody's talking about it. $30, $40. You know, even PSVR stuff. Even though, you know, PSVR is in this weird fucking state, $20 games still coming out. Smaller experiences, but still they're pricing them accurately. Which is nice. So,
it's always nice.
And games like this, talk like this, is going to be what leads to a super bright future with all that. You know what I mean? I mean, is there going to be ever a time to where we are only having digital release games? If it is, it's far, far away. They still need GameStop. You still need Best Buy. You still need that.
Where are you going to sell your hardware?
Yeah. And it's because of holidays, man. It's because of holidays, and it's because you take your children to the store.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's why you need that physical aspect. You know, you can do holiday shopping, but what is Christmas without holiday shopping? Going out, you know,
there's
in
a lot
the
of
snow, in your sweater, in your scarf.
And there's just a lot of people who don't, you know, look at online stuff to see new games coming out. Like they literally go into a store and they look and they see what's new. Yeah. You know,
which is even
kind of
crazier.
Casuals. I know. It's
I
like,
know. Just fucking those.
Just open up fucking IGN every once in a while, guys. Like, come on.
Casual gamers, goddamn.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Weird, right?
Fuck you.
Weird. I just feel like it's like if you play games, like you gotta. I don't know.
I mean, it's an investment. You know, I would be appalled to look at how much money I've spent on video games.
Oh God.
That's why I have to be smart about it.
Oh God.
I would be so scared to look at how much it would be like. Really?
You're still
like,
not smart about it. You're still not smart about it.
I'm still not. No, I'm smarter. Probably worse because I spend so much money on video games.
Probably
I didn't even care about this game, and then getting good reviews. Oh
no,
shit,
seriously, like didn't care about Mario plus Rabbids. Now I'm buying it.
Yeah.
God dang it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. We'll talk about Mario plus Rabbids next podcast too. I'm really excited about. I can't wait to just fucking cream all over this mic because of some weird ass stupid looking rabbits.
Fucking October so I can play fucking Mario Odyssey.
This is like one of the best year for games ever.
It is.
It really is.
Best
it's fucking great.
Since 2007.
And what's weird is that you just had the Switch coming in here killing it. You know what I mean? No one expected that. You know what I mean? A doctor couldn't have gave you that prognosis. Fuck. So, that was our main topic. We have another topic, one more for everybody. You're going to fuck with the mic and fuck everything up, Steven. And everybody's going to hate you. Because I will just immediately turn this into a podcast about how mad I am at you. I mean, is it maybe a little bit my fault?
Get in line.
Sure. Get in line, motherfuckers.
Because I fucking hate myself more.
Holy shit, that got...
I'm the best at hating myself.
Oh my God.
I've been doing this since I was born, you noob.
You fucking looked at me so angry when you started that. Like, holy shit. Fuck. Now, Steven, our last fucking topic of the podcast. We've been doing great. I'm loving this. I love the segments. What do you think? I love the segments.
I'm loving it.
The segments are like...
I'm loving it.
Like a really good, like, timeout that you didn't expect to have. You're like, yeah, this is going to go good. But then you go out and you're like, that was great.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's because of this next topic right here. Here, carry the show real quick. I got to turn around and grab some papers.
What kind of papers you going to grab? Some joint papers? Because if you're grabbing some joint papers, I've been getting a little better at rolling them joints.
Oh, have you been?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good. You got the Bob Marley fingers.
You made me roll them 3 times in one day. So
Yeah, that's called sticking it to
and
the
my
man.
third one was actually pretty good.
It was nice and tight.
Pretty good.
Tight like a tiger.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really get
Don't
me
do
to
drugs,
my...
kids.
Now it even takes me further from my topic. But our next topic, like Dare, is a flashback topic. Remember Dare? Well, we're not talking about Dare, but don't do drugs.
I actually just saw a little meme where it showed the Dare tiger, and he's like, we all let this guy down.
Oh, fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I was so straight edge. One time I even went to friends, and I was just like, let's all promise to never drink or do drugs. That was a weird time. They even looked at me like I was stupid. They were just like, really, bro? We haven't even grown up.
I think I used my Dare graduation certificate thing to roll a joint one time.
Holy shit, that's hardcore.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, cool, you did it with Bible paper, la-di-da, cool you. But you do it with a Dare certificate?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Exactly.
Holy shit. Now, our last topic, if we keep running with it, like I said, next episode we might try to play around with some topics. But for right now, fourth topic is flashback topic of the day. I'm going to get a better name for that. I'm going to get a better name for that. It's not going to be... That was weird.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, it can't do
sued.
that. Yeah, it can't do that. There's already too much Flashpoint stuff as it is.
It's starting to get there. But it's still welcome in my heart.
It's like, okay, cool, Flash, you got a good storyline.
Dude, I mean, yeah.
Get done
really
touting
is.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have flashback topic. Now this could be a lot of things, right, Steven? This could be us talking about when the Sega Game Gear released, or we could be talking about how serial television wasn't really a thing until recently. And all TV was just kind of like one-shot comedies, or, daytime soaps. Or maybe we're going to be talking about a brand of shoes that came out or something. Probably not a brand of shoes, but you get what I'm saying.
Depends.
Am I right?
Those auto-lacing
I'll talk about Magic
Nikes.
Johnson and HIV, bro. I'll get crazy. AIDS, HIV. I'm sure he had them both at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, we'll get crazy.
We got there.
Yeah. I'll fucking bring the Magic School Bus up Magic Johnson's butt. Okay, teach kids about AIDS.
I mean, Magic School Bus will be relevant soon.
Oh, shit. You think that'll be an episode? The kids going up Magic Johnson's butthole and learn about AIDS?
I would watch it.
We all would.
Yeah.
It'd probably be, like, critically...
Miss Fritz, is that her name?
Yeah.
Fitzgerald?
No, that's a football player.
It's probably just a name, too.
Well, I mean,
Have to be a football player.
So, our flashback topic today, though, is something closer to our heart. We reformatted the show for the viewers. It's going great. I'm having a fun time. And before we even started this show, we had high aspirations for it. Am I right? I was sitting here. It did not sound super positive or confident. Yeah. You're like, I knew this would be a fucking flop, you bastard. You're bringing me down with you. Stop bringing me down in my life. I don't want to do this no more. You're holding me hostage.
Nothing but.
All right. So, I had some topics, that never just came to fruition. We want to have good topics that we wrote about, good segments that we're finally executing a year and a half after. But it works. Now, this time, we talked a little bit about Annabelle creation today, right? Yep. And how it all those movies, everything kind of got the green light from Paranormal Activity, and how it just changed the game, whether it be directors, actors, writers, studios, everything. Everything flourished from Paranormal Activity. And when we started this show, the latest Paranormal Activity movie came out, right? What was the name of it? Something Dimensions. Not 100% sure. Am I right? I bet you can't remember it because it's Paranormal Activity. But what is the best thing about Paranormal Activity, Steven?
Toby.
My boy, Toby.
And the found footage. I like found footage.
Well, yeah, okay. So, 50-50. But, nevertheless, Toby, by the end of all these Paranormal Activity movies, Toby finally becomes a person, all right?
Boom.
And back in the day, recovering it from the GW Topic Vault... You like that?
Oh, you like that.
It's
like the Disney Vault.
Toby can do now that he's human. All right. Number 1, go to the doctor and check his prostate. Because everybody's got to do that when you're a human, man, right? He's got to have a
He's
prostate.
just like not expecting it. He's like, finally, I'm a human again. I got this. And then he just gets a letter in the mail like, yo, dude, I got to put my finger up your butt. Just so you know.
Because people do that. They send letters about checking your prostate. It's like,
maybe they should.
I mean, probably. That'd probably be
If you're
great.
listening to this, have you checked your prostate recently? Do you want me to check your prostate?
They always say.
Because I don't want to do
They
that.
always say the best treatment for cancer is a preventive process. So I guess maybe we should all check our prostates. Number 2.
Let's get real on GBW.
Yeah, it just goes into like a prostate awareness thing. Number 2.
So if you feel to the right, then in your prostate. Like if you're
It's
doing
like,
a self-diagnosis.
It's like a presentation with your fingers up someone's ass. If you feel over here.
Like, here's how you can
The
check your
patient
friend's
will go,
prostate.
"Woohoo." So, number
they might
2,
like that too
things
much.
Toby can do now. Stream horror games on Twitch while constantly bragging about he isn't scared. I'm not scared.
Yeah.
This isn't scary. This isn't scary. All right.
Okay.
Tell his friends he is going to the flea market for ancient satanic heirlooms. In reality, he looks for kitten calendars and seasons of Everybody Loves Raymond. Boom.
Damn.
Boom.
That's just his thing that he realized.
Exactly.
He's like, oh,
and he already owns
Raymond.
every season. He just wants to buy more.
Oh my god.
He wants all of them. He wants a big box of Everyone Loves Raymond.
Just like, Toby, you used to really creep me out, but
Now you're terrible.
now I see
Now you're a
that
terrible
you really
person.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone Loves Raymond's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, but
good.
if you own 36 seasons of season 1, you might be
You
a
got
satanic
problems.
demon. All right. Next. You remember Katie, right?
Mm-hmm.
The crazy bitch kills Micah, kills her family, steals Hunter, all that shit. He can stalk Katie but never truly ask her out due to massive fear of rejection. Right? Am I right? I mean, at this point, he needs to find a lady, but he's human and he's only feeling human feelings, right?
I mean, if there was anyone you're gonna go for, it's gonna be fucking Kate.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I lived in the paranormal franchise, the best bet you can do is get into the coven, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get with Katie. I mean, because you ain't making it out alive. Even the Mexicans that bring the shotguns, which I thought were the smartest group of people in paranormal activity, they're blowing people away. They still die.
Yeah,
But they did the best. They took some
tried.
people down with them, right?
Couple.
Unless if necromancy is a thing, which we don't really know. We know that they could put
probably is.
demons into people, but
You can do whatever you want.
yeah. Next, Toby can now get super high and listen to Stairway to Heaven. Backwards, obviously, right? You found the Stairway Satan 666 on repeat.
Satan.
Oh, sweet Satan.
Just
Have you heard it though?
Yeah.
It's weird. He actually says those.
It's
fucked
kind
up.
of it's kind of creepy, but I don't think it was purposely done.
But it was words. It was real words.
You never know.
I got high and listened to the backward song for sure. Toby would do that. I would probably do that with Toby. All right.
Yeah.
Make everything a competition with little Hunter, even though Hunter's only 4. Because
Make it all like super fucking like.
he has no
serious
sense of
about it
age. He has
every
no
time.
sense of age.
Yeah,
So he just
that's
thinks
true.
Hunter should be able to do everything. And he constantly beats him, throwing it in Hunter's face.
It's like bitch.
Yeah. And then Hunter just becomes like the Rain Man from Looper. Right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as
All right. Now, Toby can struggle to understand the fact that he isn't invisible anymore. Toby quit masturbating in the living room. God damn it. Damn it,
Or
Toby.
he tries to scare people and just
Yeah,
Toby.
Toby,
I
what
didn't
the
see you
fuck?
there. And he's
He's
like,
what are you? Oh, shit, you're right.
shit."
Fuck. Yeah.
Walks
God damn
away.
it, Yeah.
Why didn't you put on clothes, Toby?
Yeah.
Oh.
Walks around in like his pink slippers with like his John Bon Jovi cut off tee with like thing of coffee and his like duck boxers. Just walking around like, Toby, you're looking terrible. He's like, oh, fuck. I can't even just chill in my Sunday clothes anymore. Now that Toby is human, he can play Bloody Mary in a desperate attempt to find the love of his life. Because you can't be on Tinder, right? But you can look in the mirror. Maybe you have a swipe mechanism in the mirror when you're in hell, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, oh, Bloody
on.
Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Thanks for
Nope.
logging in to the Bloody Mary Tinder account. Do you like this dead woman? She's all right.
This is okay.
Like-
Banged her last week.
I'm looking for a woman that can, like, understand me, and, like, understand my family. Because we're all very
And
serious. in
understand
what
that
we
I'm a
do.
demon.
Now that Toby is human, he can find his life quite meaningless. Feels like he was forced into most of his life decisions, leave the coven of midwives, and devotes his new life to Christianity. That'd be a plot twist, am I right? Talk about some Martin Scorsese type shit. I mean, that'd be the biggest thing, right?
That
And then
would
like
be.
he's like a super Christian
It's like
because he
super
has
high
powers.
up there.
Because he has powers and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the way, I'm a demon
Yeah.
with the horns for all we
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Probably.
I mean, he instead of horns, he just carries just covers it up with like a really like big Jerry curl Jewish fro. Yeah?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Or like maybe just at night he grabs horns and he puts them on him just to feel normal.
Just to like parade and like dance in front of the mirror with girls' clothes. Like, goodbye,
Shoving his dick back.
horses. Oh my God, this turned into
Would
Silence
you
of the
fuck me?
Lambs. I'd fuck me. All right, now that Toby is human, he could spend most of his time texting his friends via Ouija board. Right? Because that's the only way you could do it. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah,
All of his friends don't have
I'm
cell
gonna find
phones.
Johnny.
Yeah. Where the
Yo, what up, Johnny?
yeah, and then you just have to stay at the Ouija board until they message back.
Just stay at the exclamation mark, Johnny.
Hype, Johnny! Oh my God, I would be a terrible friend to Toby if that was the case. He would hate getting via Ouija board texts from me. Holy shit!
Sorry, I meant tomorrow. Fucking spell check.
Goddamn Ouija spell check. Now that Toby is human, he can complain about getting 0% credit for the poltergeist whenever he drinks too much. Boom. That was all me. Fuck the fucking poltergeist. Fuck all those that was me, bro. That was me, bro.
It didn't even happen that way. It didn't
Fuck
even. They
those
all
fucking
died.
guys.
I
Yeah.
killed them all.
Stupid television, man. Don't let the companies lie to you, bro.
Happy endings don't
It
happen.
was me. I was a good ghost. I just wanted waffles.
That's all I wanted.
Now that Toby is a human, he can look into the mirror yelling, "It's John Cena!" Because everybody wants to
You
do
would.
that.
You
I
would.
just John Cena, you bitch ass. Now that Toby, I almost called him Tommy. Now that Toby is a human, he can buy wholesale amounts of Count Chocula and Boo Berry since it's seasonal because obviously it's his favorite. Right?
It would have to be.
Right?
Mainly
Everybody
the
loves that
blueberry.
cereal, and I don't get why they just don't sell it all the time. I
Because
celebrate Halloween all the time.
Because it gives you diabetes.
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 It's pretty fucking bad for you.
Yeah, they probably are terrible for you, but I mean, come on.
It's pure
And then
sugar.
I was gonna say the mummy one. I remember writing this, but I didn't remember what the mummy cereal was, and I figured that nobody fucking cared about it because it's the mummy.
It's not the mummy.
Just like
it's
Tom Cruise.
Frankenberry.
Oh, Frankenberry. I thought there was a mummy cereal too. I could have sworn
There
was.
might have been,
But
like,
yeah,
a
you're right.
one-off.
Frankenberry.
Yeah,
Frankenberry.
Frankenberry.
Everybody loves Frankenberry. I'm a piece of shit.
Mm.
You just turn this segment upside down, and now the people hate me.
Everyone's
Now,
like Frankenberry, Oscar.
you fucking bitch. All right. Now that Toby is human, he can settle down, get married, have a couple children, but only let them watch Danny Phantom. That's all you could watch. Fuck you. You can't watch Rugrats. You can watch Danny Phantom because he's a phantom. Dun, 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 ba, dun, ba, dun, dun, bum, 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 dun.
He's like, this show right here.
This is accurate.
This is
I
so
fucking was
accurate.
Poltergeist. Please. Just believe
I've
me,
met
it
a
was
phantom
me.
kid before. Down in
Nobody
Southeast
gives me
Asia.
credit. Dad cries all the time. No, just kidding.
All the time.
Why does Toby cry
And he
all
always
the time?
tucks his dick behind his
I wish you were never put into a real body, Dad.
Why don't you age?
And I got a couple that, because I told you this was like a year and a half ago when I wrote this, so I got two here that are pretty hilarious. Now that he's human, he can sit here and bitch about there still not being Attack on Titan season 2.
Yeah.
But that happened.
Oh,
maybe
shit.
maybe
Oh,
because
whoa,
he sit here
you're
and
right.
bitched about it, right? And then for the final one,
just forced
now
it.
that Toby is human, he can support Donald Trump on his campaign presidency.
Damn.
Boom! I wrote that a year and a half ago.
No,
You can't hear,
this
but
was all your fault.
It's all because of Toby.
Doby.
You piece of shit, Toby. God.
Fuck.
God.
Toby
There's
Maguire
more.
sucks too.
He does.
At the moment,
He does.
he could do a little better.
Do you think that's going to be like the... let's talk about two people real quick because you brought it up. I always associate this person with this person, okay? Elijah Wood, Tobey Maguire. Why? I just feel like they're the same person in weird, different bodies that they just switch out at night. See,
I
you know what I mean?
totally had to,
It's like they're
think
they are the same person. Did either of these people have a comeback in their life? Like, do
Well-
we see them in their 40s doing serious roles, something like that? What do you think?
So wait, who was the other guy again?
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. He did fan-fucking-tastic in Wilfred.
He did, but is there life after that? But then
Yeah,
also you have to
nothing
think Elijah Wood has really like embraced who he is, which isn't a problem, but he's kind of weird. Am I right? He's kind of weird.
Dude, dude used to be fucking Frodo.
Yeah, and he was like really, it was weird because seriously, in this
Dildo
past 5 years,
gaggins.
you really it's because of people like you. That's why he's weird now, you fucking bastard.
I fucking made it happen.
So is there though? Is there? You think any of these? If you had to pick one, at least I'll give you that because I think for either of them, but if you had to pick one,
I mean, it could be like the Ozark treatment. I mean, did you really think that was gonna happen? And this guy destroy? Like you didn't really think it. Like all it takes is that right role, and for them to try hard enough, and we could
insert Elijah Wood into Ozark.
Yeah. I'd watch that.
I think he'd fit perfectly. He'd be like that weird, obscure character, but would be super fucking interesting.
I can see it.
Fuck, I'm gonna hit up Netflix. You want a new casting for a super interesting character? Here's Elijah Wood, bitch.
And by the way, you should cast me too as a cameo.
Yeah. I mean, just because I have a great mind and great ideas.
And a great body.
50-50. You know, it's like, I'm just all right. You're
pretty
like,
awesome.
I have a good body if you leave my t-shirt on.
Yeah.
You know,
but I mean, if it has to be shirtless scene.
Yeah. Jason Bateman, I'm sure if you pulled out Jason Bateman's shirt, I mean, it's not going to be glorious. Or will it?
I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he's fucking
ripped. Same thing with Elijah Wood. What if he's just fucking cut as fuck?
I think I'm
positive
I've seen him shirtless and it's not that great.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure we've seen Jason Bateman shirtless and it's been worse. Right?
Maybe.
All right, everybody. That wraps up our new formatted show. I had a fucking awesome time, didn't you?
It was fun.
I love it. I love it. I'm in love with it. I'm in love with myself also.
Of course.
So really everything I do is just like, you know, it's like your
sense.
mom telling you that you did a good job. It's
that
like,
makes
well,
sense.
shit. No,
Yep.
duh, Mom. You better tell me that, Mom.
Totes my goats.
Yeah, so anyway, if you haven't found us, we're on social media. Isn't that right, Steven?
We're on Twitter. Are we on Instagram?
Yes, of course. You're
We're
just
on
not
Instagram.
on it. Yeah.
I don't.
You don't even do the
I'm not
Insta
a cool
life.
kid.
You're Instaless. You're Gramless. No, you get grams. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
All day, rolling grams in them joints.
Yep.
Finally. Okay.
Marijuana.
Yeah. Good job, Steven.
Yeah.
I mean, that was implied, but.
Don't you wanna?
No, you didn't even leave. You left out Facebook. Of course, we're on Facebook.
I just
So
like, why can't everyone just use Twitter?
Absolutely, I agree
Stop
with you.
using Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram @GBW
Facebook
Podcasts
is only good for memes.
It's true.
It's the only reason.
I still post memes on Instagram. I don't think it's the right etiquette, and I think I'm the only one doing it. But it doesn't matter because I get hits, yo.
Well, just be that person that does it,
Fuck it. Change the system.
Change it.
Be different. Yeah.
or just don't make an Instagram.
Facebook.com/Fandom Talk is where you could find us if you're on Facebook. And like I said, @GBW Podcast for all those other fucking social sites. So make sure you check us out. We have a YouTube page if you haven't checked it out. I'm working really hard on it, and I can use your subscribe, your likes, and if you haven't yet, you're already listening to this, so go to iTunes, rate, review, love us, subscribe, because you're awesome.
Please.
And we want to do hand stuff with you. Just hand stuff, like just cool under the blanket stuff. You know what I mean?
Ask me to say your name on a podcast, and I might do it.
What?
Maybe not.
We're rolling out a new segment,
Do you want to
people.
find out?
Steven says your name.
Yeah.
You like
Do you
that?
want it to happen? It could happen.
Yeah.
And then every segment I forget, and I'd never say anybody's name. But
The only way I'm agreeing with this segment is if it's 45 minutes long.
Okay,
Just
good.
that segment of you saying people's names,
Yeah.
like in different accents. You know what I mean? And
we got
for 15
Ricky Bobby.
that's terrible. For 15 minutes, it's you trying Christopher Walken, and you're only worse at the end of
just
it.
every time I'm just horrible. He always starts off good when he's like, "It's fine."
It's fine, but
It's fine.
then he turns into like this Celtic fucking dinosaur. It's fine.
It's fine, Robert from Minneapolis. Like, what the fuck, dude?
What?
That's just a name.
That was terrible,
You never
Steven.
know.
Oh, ending this on a good note.
See ya,
Good
Robert.
job. See ya, Robert. GBW out.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Like what you hear? Subscribe now and feel free to drop us a rate and review. Stay current with all things Geeks Between Worlds.